I believe today is day 20. I think I did two 18s in a row instead of an 18 and a 19. Excuse me. But I was having a hard time going back and checking because my photos are going to different places, I think I have that all rectified today, though. All right, so it's a little after 5, I'm guessing. The sun is just starting to peak up, but it's really, really overcast again. Yay. But I've got like 60-something% on my battery on my phone, so I think I'm doing pretty okay. We've got just under 20 miles to make it into East Glacier. We're going to go hang out at the Looking Glass Hostel. Probably a day or 3, man. We'll do a little slack packing with them and just hang out for a while, rest up the body. We haven't really done a 0 yet, so maybe one will happen there. I don't know. But it'd be nice to get in, kick back, relax, hang out with Luna, recharge my batteries, sleep in a bed, maybe, or on a floor. I'm cool with that too, but there was a bed last time. All right, let's make some coffee and get the heck out of here, man. Well, the sun is about to come up, but it's pretty overcast. Much better morning than the past few I've had, though. It's a decently warm morning. I'm almost done packing up. I got most of my stuff in my bag. I just got to take down the tarp and the hammock. Both like, 1-minute processes. When it's not raining on you. Good morning. All right, less than 20 miles to town. Let's see how close we can get. Be nice if we made it in, but it'd be nice if we just made it to the road as well. I feel pretty good today. My ankle doesn't hurt nearly as bad. Yesterday it wasn't bad at all either, so maybe it's finally toughening up. Let's finish up this process and get the hell out. Okay, and we're off. One last quick check. Everything looks groovy. Get my poles and find the trail. Oh, it's so much easier to do that when it's all dry and clean. The trail's down here in this direction somewhere. I think it's on the other side of those trees. Oh, look at that glorious sunrise. Beautiful. Oh, looky there. The overcast is burning away. We're going to have a bright, beautiful, sunshiny day. I just realized I missed my morning safety meeting. So we're going to do safety on the go. It's not time for a break yet. I've only done a quarter mile. But today's supposed to be way more downhill than uphill. Now that is good to hear. I mean, those downhills could be extreme and really suck. Excuse me. You don't know without studying the map, and I do not study the map. I glance and peruse. It's going to be a beautiful day. I'm telling you, goats on a rope would fix this problem. You string a couple hundred goats together, tie it to a horse, and you walk your horse through here at like a mile an hour. And those goats will just nom all this stuff down. Goats are almost free as far as animals go. You don't have to pay to feed them. And, all you got to do is walk them. And they will do so much work. But this is really overgrown for, a popular trail. At least it's dry. But every once in a while you gotta check your pockets. You gotta watch out, man. Bushes are pickpockets. You see them steal phones from people. Beautiful. Oh yeah, sun has breached. It's just still hiding behind some clouds, but that won't last much longer. Which is cool. I drained both my batteries last night. But I have like 65 on my phone. That was more than I thought. The numbers are small, they're hard to read. So I have, energy security right now. And the sun will just pad that. So I do not have to sit in one place today and collect. And I do appreciate it affording me the opportunity to do that yesterday. I think everything worked out rather well. Still did like 11 miles. Because I was only figuring it was going to be 3, just with how many clouds were passing overhead. I figured I was just going to camp where I was at. Am I leaving tracks in this? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. So those are kind of old. No, that's not human. That's horse or something. Oh yeah, definitely a horse. I'm just curious if the French guy, he was sleeping near me. He does not speak English. Just curious if he's ahead or behind. I passed him, he was in the official campsite. But there were 0 trees to hang from there. So I couldn't see him from my campsite. It's just a little trail. Just doesn't seem very well used. Just took a walk around a giant bowl. Well, I'm glad to be getting so much uphill done while it's still cool out. I can see the trail going right up the side of that thing. It is a good morning. It's steeper than it looked from down there. I'm almost there, but whew, it's got a good angle on it. Oh, there's French guy. Yeah, he should be faster than me. He's actually thru-hiking. Hey, that'll be a Chinese wall someday. Almost to the top. Trail disappears up here. You just follow the cairns, which leads me to believe this is covered in snow most of the year. I'd like to think I'm at the top, but I can't see, so I'm not sure. Sure looks like the top. Behold the top. That was a lot uphill to get out of the way. And 3.5 miles is the Badger Station. We don't do those stinking badgers. But they have a picnic table and a stream. Sounds like my kind of place. So, we're gonna see if we can hold off on break for 3.5 miles. and take one there. Okay, so like literally no uphill left, 100 feet over the next 3.5 miles, but 1,400 feet down. And there's some squirrely old zigzags all over the map, so that means it's probably really steep right there. I show we're walking away from the sun. I feel like a sobo, all squinty-eyed, staring at my shoes. Nice if I could find a better place to keep my hat so I could grab it and put it away without getting into my pack. And I'm not flexible enough to reach it, even though it's on the outside. Found a great hammock spot. I should have went another 1.5 miles, but it was top of a mountain, and the only markers on the map were for cairns, and no mention of, well, there was mention of campsites, but talk about how windy they are, so that generally to me means no trees. But no, there was trees of size, spaced out proper, protected. Would have been great. So at least, now that I have battery power, I can go and put comments in far out again. Because normally I like to mention for the hammockers that there is hammocking available at places. Or where there definitely is not. These are nice things to know. People only comment about, well, not only, but the vast majority are about tents. But generally you're hoping if there's a tent space that, on either side of that tent space would be a tree. That's the way forests are supposed to work. But not necessarily. Well, it had to be done. It's sombrero time. Gotta make your own shade. Even though the air is nice and cool up here, it is very nice actually. Took off my sweater and whatnot. I know the sun's still burning my delicate flesh. And still, even with this big thing on, I have to look down. Those tiny red berries actually do get pretty big after a while. I think that's about the biggest I've seen them. This area is laden with them. But berries are one of the things that come back after a fire. Part of the process, But yeah, I know those are edible. And then I'm assuming the big purple ones were not blueberries, but what's that other berry? Huckleberry? There we go. I'm assuming those are huckleberries. And then I've seen tiny little strawberries here and there as well, but man, the strawberries are about as small as those red berries. Things in nature are way smaller than the Franken products we find in our grocery stores. I'm assuming these are also a different breed because they're kind of above ground strawberries. I'm pretty sure strawberries grow in the ground, don't they? I remember. I've never actually grown strawberries, but I've seen them growing. And I'm pretty sure they're an in the ground thing, aren't they? I don't even know. I'm gonna have to look up the life cycle of the American strawberry. Sometimes it's just guesswork. So overgrown, you just keep walking and hoping trail just appears before you. But this hillside sees a lot of sunlight, you can tell. We're not very far from where we started from. I think I started on that far hilltop over there, or in the crag of it. Yeah. Uh-huh. That'd be it. These hills are steep, man. This is really getting quite ridiculous. Look at all the pretty flowers. Oh, edibles. Thimbleberries. All over the place. I can't see the trail under my feet, so I'm walking real slow. You know, there's roots and sticks, rocks, mud. Sometimes there's no trail where you got to step. That did happen to me yesterday, and I fell down. Luckily, I wasn't recording at that time. I was in the first 3 miles of the day when everything was still wet. That was fun. Let's go turn around and do it again. Okay. Yeah. One more time. Wouldn't it be nice if the edible berries grew like that? Look at that. Just clusters. Let's go by and just pop off a whole nodule. Whoa. We should walk just a little bit further, turn around and do it one more time. Just to make sure we saw everything that we need to see. Oh, there's the trail. Okay. Switchback. I'm drowning in thimbleberries. I've eaten a few of them while I've been coming through, though. They taste like they're high in vitamin C, and I'm assuming I am lacking that. They got that acidic vitamin C taste. Okay, are we done with the bushwhack already? We're definitely getting lower in elevation. It's been pretty steep down. was hoping to be able to see the cabin from up here, but I'm not sure how close I am. But I imagine it'd be in this valley. It's hard to see with the glare from the sun. Alright, I see the cabin right over there. Hopefully it leads right to their porch and I can just hang out there. I'm thinking of doing second coffee. It's a nice day. I'm not in a hurry. I don't really need to make it into Looking Glass tonight. Be just as happy tomorrow morning. Oh, I see one of those old-fashioned pumpy well things. Cool, I don't have to filter. Oh, kicking it here with my luxurious picnic table. Fortunately, it's in the bright sun, but I got my solar panels over there absorbing said bright sun. I'm working on my cup of coffee. Have myself a Lenny's cookie. I'm going to try to. Just, ew. I haven't tried pumping the water yet. There was a couple other hikers here, so I chatted them up for the longest time. They're headed south. They're just doing a bunch of different sections. So I told them sections I would do, and ones I would avoid. Yeah, let's try dealing with this. You got to pump it from that side, and the water comes out all the way over here out of that little hole. So I got to stand over there, collect over here. Not easy, but I will do it. It sure is all hot, exposed, loving it. Way better than freezing my wet ass off. Rather cook than freeze any day. Now the burn zone. How long will this one last? I'm surprised to walk through that one the other day that lasted the entire day. It's no joke of a burn. I see trees, so I'm hoping it just ends right here. Localized. At least I'm headed in the proper direction. I got the sun at my back right now. My batteries were halfway charged after lunch, or break, whatever that was, a little early for lunch. Second coffee. This is weird because I feel slightly more lethargic after second coffee. That is a good wind. I'm really liking it. It's way cooler than you would imagine. Feels like it was just flowing over snow recently. It's got a good chill to it. It's nice. I just walked through some horse poo. It's kind of old, nothing special about it, but it was just teeming with grasshoppers and life. Walk through it again, see if it's nearly as spectacular. Not even close. This thing just exploded in life, but I scared them all out. This is grasshopper heaven. Why are there not more birds here? Just plucking them up, these and the berries and all that. You'd think they'd have a high bird population out here just for the amount of food. Oh, I'm not even on trail. There you go. That's more like it. Keep them in frame. Well, this is really nice. I had to check. I am on the right trail. I don't know how long it's going to stay really nice like this. While I was taking a break back at the cabin, a mule train did go by. But mule trains generally travel pretty fast, so I doubt I'll catch them. But maybe enough of them take this trail to where it's all nice and wide like this. I'm enjoying it. It is good on the feet. I didn't want to take off my shoes, so I tried to successfully navigate across like these little stones here, over to those ones, cross that little bridge with little stones, them, boom, and made it over here with dry shoes. Yeah, I took the risk. I didn't feel like sitting down taking off my shoes. It's a whole process. It's not just taking off the shoes, taking off the pack, putting the pack back on. Oh, got another water crossing. Well, good thing I didn't take them off and put them back on and then walk over this hill and be like, "Grrr!" Oh, this one isn't bad at all. So I've gone 4 miles since that guard station. That's not bad. It's right about lunchtime, and there's a campsite coming up that has water in it, so I'll stop there, filter another liter, pound the liter, what's left of it that's on my chest, have a lunch, a little safety meeting, and then carry on our merry way with only like 10.5 miles to go. So at my normal walking speed, that should be about getting to the road about 6 o'clock tonight or so. Which I'm cool with staying there, but I'm going to look for spots before there because it's a pay campsite. I'd like to be close to it to use its amenities, but not so close to it that they want money for me to sleep. We'll see what I can do. Well, good thing I'm taking a break at this one because I got to take off my shoes. There's no way across otherwise. Oh, Beaver Dam right there. Alright, sit down and take off my shoes. Well, after taking my shoes off, I realized I'm not on the trail anymore. I should have zigged back there, and I just kept going straight. So, good thing I didn't put my shoes back on. So yeah, let's cross this again and go get back on trail. That's frustrating. I should check the map before I cross this, but I knew there was a water crossing coming up, so it only made sense that this was my water crossing. That looks a lot like the trail I've been on for the past few hours. This water does feel really nice, though. Just I didn't put on my water socks. I didn't take my pack off. I just took the shoes off. Oh, and I got tender feet. These rocks kind of suck. Oh, look how pretty your eyes are. I love the flies around here. Way more interesting than house flies. And they're all friendly. They just want to drink the goo that's on me. So many different kinds of flies. And most of them are pretty friendly. Like the ones that landed in my mustache. The ones that hover, if you put your finger out by where they're hovering, they will generally just land on your finger. I'm cool with them. They just want to drink the goo off of me. I've got lots of it. Okay, I'm waiting for my feet to dry. Hey, not in the mustache, right? Hey, no. Rude. I'm waiting for my feet to dry so I don't put my dirty feet in my shoes. And then the trail's over there somewhere. Okay, I'm going to pass this turn up again. My map's acting screwy. It doesn't show me where I'm at. There's some zigzags here, so it pretends like it doesn't know where I'm at. But it's supposed to take a left here, and I kept going straight. But no more than, a couple 100 yards, quarter mile tops. Nothing big. Okay, so around here is supposed to be a campsite with some water. And we'll take a break. I didn't even put my socks on, I just put my shoes on. Well, that was a nice little lunch spot. Worked really well for me. I had my solar panels out on this rock over here. Good rock for laying them out. Now I gotta try to get across here without getting my shoes wet. I see a bunch of stones. I think I'll make it. But you know what? Even if I get wet, I'll dry out, man. The sun is out. Not overly worried about it. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Well, actually, that was super easy. Okay. Lunch sucked. It was just a bag of tuna. I fed some to the ants just to watch them dissect it. But I didn't have anything to put in it, so it was just a bag of tuna and oil. Not real exciting, but you know, you gotta put some food in you sometimes. I've been carrying that stuff for days now and haven't eaten a tuna yet. So I was like, might as well eat one while I'm out here. So I should have a big box of food and whatnot waiting for me at the Looking Glass, which I believe I have too much food. But that's cool because there's a hiker box there. I'm in a sea of baby trees. Who don't know it yet, but most of them will die. And they'll be killed by the ones next to it. It's a competition for resources. You gotta block everybody else out. Some trees totally grow in cooperation with each other. They know their own species from others. But when you have this many this close, most of you gotta die. Only so much sunlight per square foot. It smells awesome out here. I don't know what it is. It's a light floral scent. It's just so fresh. I would wear it. You know, I haven't checked the map in a while. It's probably about time. Getting a little tight in here. Quite literally, if there's a bear or a moose in here, I would have to retreat for like a good mile before I could get off trail. Because there's either baby trees or so many fallen trees that I wouldn't be able to get out of the way in time. So I'd have to walk backwards off this trail and hope I can walk backwards faster than they walk forwards. Because you don't want to turn your back to them. You don't make it very far in baby trees. It might as well be a wall. Becca! I haven't seen any evidence of grizzly at all, but you know, every once in a while you gotta just do it. Man, look at the size of these things. I've just been grazing. Yeah, I can't help it. They're plentiful, they're big. Those are worth picking. My other size comparison to my hand. And those are big old juicy things. Nom, 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 nom. When they're this plentiful, 30 seconds gives you a good handful. That's worth my time. Them tiny little blueberries, nah, not so much. Oh, and then we got thimbleberries right afterwards. Yeah, let's down some berries, get some energy from them or something, you know. I don't eat good food, healthy food all that often. It's a nice little stroll though. I mean, maybe through a burn zone, but it's got lots of flowers. Kind of helps make up for it. And I am appreciating all that good sunshine, but glad I have a sombrero to hide under. Look at all these. Little splashes of color all over the place. This land was formed by a big glacier flowing through it. You can tell by the mountain over there. And out of the big mile-high piece of ice, all that exists is a tiny white spot right there. That's it. It is beautiful. Let's enhance. Sweep across. Whoa, 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 almost fell off the trail. Huh, looks like we might get back into forest for a little while. These things look so shiny and fake. They don't even look like real berries. Those are made of plastic, man. Look like something you might find in a decorative centerpiece around Thanksgiving or something. This is like a little sheltered cove in here. Kind of nice. Look, that's the way out right over there. Hard to tell. The way in's not much cleaner. You know. That's cool. I'm willing to bet this was compressed together by a glacier and then worn down. Interesting. Can't even see the trail anymore, man. I'm just kind of guessing. I think this is the trail. Yep, right. Yeah. Back there was a sign that said trail not maintained. And somebody wrote below it in Sharpie, "No shit, Sherlock." Trail is definitely not maintained. Like, we built it, you guys maintain it. We're out. Well, I haven't taken a break in over 5 miles. I'm due. The campsite is also 5 miles away. And it is about 4 o'clock, give or take. Might even be 3:30. I was guessing at the time again, but a better, closer, rough estimate guess. But I need to be behind time, so that way when I get service and it fixes everything, I don't have overlapping pictures. It jumps me forward in time, probably a half hour, and then everything's good again. I don't know why it changed date and time. I have no idea, man. The only thing I could think of is that fall, for some reason, gave it amnesia and it lost a month of its life. June 30th was the last day it remembered. Weird. All right, sit here for 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to carry on. Random piece of processed lumber to use. I guess. Is it wobbly? A bit. Didn't expect that. That's the bridge. Circle. Oh, hey, sunshine. Haven't seen you in a minute. Oh, that's kind of nice. I'll be sick of you in a moment. Whew. So overgrown. Well, yeah, this has gotten beyond ridiculous. It's like walking uphill through water. Everything's grabbing at me and slowing me down. Oh, do I see an end to it? Hallelujah. And now it's going to circle back and go right back into it. Okay. I wasn't even sure if I was really on trail there for a while. That went on for far too long. Oh, wow. I was starting to stress out. I was like, this can't be trail. I could feel it under my feet, but I couldn't really see it. It's gonna have to be like an allergy warning on this video, man. I'm gonna make you itch. Don't make me itch. At least I can see the trail. Yeah. I already feel it. Rolled up my sleeves because it was really hot and I was all sweaty. And now I'm thinking that might have been a bad idea. We'll find out when I'm all itchy. Oh, we got deep in the hammock tonight. Becca! I don't know. It's a sea of green. At least I can follow the trail. It's really well cut here. Quite literally the first one of those I have seen in days. Days. I've seen wooden ones randomly here and what's left of them. They don't last so well and there's been a lot of burn zones. But man, if it wasn't for gut hooks, I do not have what it takes to hike this. Or far out, whatever. I would be so lost all the time. How hard is it to paint a bright pink triangle on every, 100th tree or something? And I'm going with like bright pink triangle because, well, the blaze does really, really help. The white blaze. Just a little bit of snow stuck to the side of a tree, just a good dusting and a wind hides all the blazes. Lichen grows in that shape and color nowadays, like it's learning. Just wants to look like a blaze. But it's easy not to see the white blaze, but a bright pink triangle or a bright orange star. It's definitely what it is. Even if it's old and faded, you know what that is. Not hard to do. We have enough colors and enough shapes. Look, we're at the close enough of these mountains where we don't even really have to do the enhance to enjoy their beauty. Sun's kind of washing it out, though. We'll get better detail if a cloud comes by. But that's not likely. wonder how far I am from the road. I have not checked in the longest time. I don't want to disappoint myself, so I'm afraid to check. So I want to say it's like 5 miles or less, but I know I'm going to look at it, it's going to be like 7. Oh, it's only 3.5. I feel like I almost knew that. Like, did I just check and I forgot? I don't know. I've looked at the map so many bajillions of times over the past couple of weeks. I'm tired. It's the end of a long day, you know. I have 3.5 miles left. That means I've done about 17 miles today. I don't think I've gone in the wrong direction at all, knock on wood. It is nice when I can go a whole day without screwing myself over. Oh, now I did go in the wrong direction. Never mind. It's only like a quarter mile, but it did happen. I'd be that much closer. And the fact that I had to take my shoes off to go in the wrong direction. What a dummy. Hey, we got some maintenance going on out here. Pretty fresh by the sawdust still here. Cool. Maybe that means the rest of my way will be all smooth and easy breezy. Not all horribly overgrown. Boats on a rope. Now the memory's coming back to me. At last break, I had gone 5 miles without a break, and I had 5 miles left to go, which I definitely will take a break during. Last 5 are the hardest 5, man. The first 50 feet of the day and the last 2 miles. Those are the hardest parts of the day. And I'd say the first 100 yards. Especially if you're going uphill to a privy. Well, we're getting down pretty level, and I think we just follow this down for a while, so road's got to be right in there somewhere. If you listen to the wind, you can hear a Harley ride by. I'm close enough. I'm 3 miles away. You can hear engine braking and stuff like that at 3 miles. You can definitely hear a train whistle. We'll find out. It has been a pretty claustrophobic hike today. Like the walls are closing in, man. Because they kind of are. Nice dead forest. It's coming back though. Better probably burn again with all this, downed lumber. Rinse and repeat. This kind of reminds me of Round Butte. It's just stacked dead trees everywhere. Like, as an animal, how do you get around in this? You can use the trail, but that really limits the amount of forest you got. It's hard to just take off in a direction. Especially if you have antlers. Couldn't imagine doing this shit with antlers. My little flagpole sticking out of the back of my pack catches me on stuff all the time. Oh, I'm not seeing animals though, huh? I'm still doing a bear call every once in a while when I just can't see. Because why not? One of these days the bear will respond. I hope not, but it's bound to happen. you walk through grizzly territory enough, you will encounter grizzlies. I mean, it's gonna happen. Guess this is similar to surfers and sharks. Like, it doesn't happen to many of them, but enough to where I'd be scared all the time on that board. Just imagining a big old shark swimming below me, looking at my tasty legs hanging in the water. Nope. But a surfer might say the same thing about going to sleep in grizzly country. Go comatose for like 8 hours with the United States, well, the lower 48's apex predator. That has no fear of us whatsoever. That's the part I don't like. It's been hot enough the past couple of days that I've actually wanted to wear my skirt while I was hiking, but due to the overgrowth or undergrowth, I just haven't. Because my arms are itchy. Just from dragging through this stuff. False Summit Stock Trailhead. How does that help me out? Oh, I go that way or that way? Footprints guide me. Nope. Map time. My little dot on the map is nowhere near the trail. I'm assuming this is the right trail. How many trails this well cut could be leading to the road over there? Exactly. It's just freaking out. It thinks I'm way over there somewhere. I'm just going to trust I went the right way on that road. I went uphill, because that's generally the way you're supposed to go. And this leads towards the road. I can see it on the map. And I can hear it every once in a while. Oh, that's a good breeze. I needed that. Thank you. It's pretty warm. Well, at least I'm sweaty. I'm working hard, you know. Almost did 20 miles already today. Almost. I'm at 18, I think. But I'm not just going to stop here. We know that. I'm too tenacious. Got resolve, man. I don't know when to quit. Actually, I do know when to quit. When it gets really, really cold. Well, okay, I guess I'm not on CDT. The little button wasn't fucking up. So, yeah. I don't know where I'm going. I don't want to turn around and go back. It's too far. I'm hoping this leads down to the road. I hear the road right over there. I'm getting closer. Fuck. Decisions to be made. Fuck it. It's headed towards Glacier, so that's where I'm headed. I'm just going to keep following it. It's got tons of horse prints on it, so I assume that it'd be going down to a parking lot where they'd have their horse trailers and such. But who knows? This could be going off further into the woods, just getting kind of close to the road right now, and then it's going to veer off and head there. If so, if it starts heading off in the wrong direction, like drastically and going uphill, I'll just bushwhack to the road. It'll suck. It'll probably take way too long, but I can hear it. It's right there. But yeah, I don't feel like backtracking. So we'll see what happens. Well, the trail's double backed on itself, and now I'm seeing what looks like a bicycle tire track, maybe? So until that makes me assume there's parking down here. Double backed, it's still going downhill, it's still leading towards the road. And now I'm seeing like, you know, recreational marks. This is just another parking lot. Not the one I was trying to hitch out of, but you know how any parking lot will do as long as I have access to the road. This must be old CDT. Oh, that happens sometimes on this trail. It's actually happened numerous times. It's still blazed, but it's not the red line. I am nowhere near the red line, and I'm not walking back all that way to go to a pay camping area. There's a privy. I can just sleep in there. I'm trying to make it to the looking glass. This close, might as well. I'll fly my sign that says not a murderer. That thing works like a charm. Wobbler, oh damn. Oh, how many people has that taken out? The light is fading fast, and you know how hard it is to get a hitch once there's a shadow on you. I'm standing in the last piece of sunshine there is, but not many cars have come by. Nobody's even slowed down a little bit. Well, if I do end up camping here, at least the train goes by pretty silently. I see hikers through the trees. Maybe they belong to that car. I'm gonna go chat them up because I'm not having any luck. Looks like I'm gonna sleep in the privy tonight. Because I'm gonna stand on this road till it's dark and then just go crash in there. And wake up in the morning and try again. So I've ran into these guys a couple of times while I was hiking. Actually, this is the third time I've run into them. They took the wrong path, same as I did. They don't have gut hooks to follow. They're doing maps. Deer run upside the hill. That looks really steep, man. Okay, he's like, this is really steep. Fuck that. But we're gonna walk back to the campsite where their car is, and they'll give me a ride to the looking glass. So it's 1.6 highway walking. Very narrow. Hold on. Oh, open up the shutter. Very narrow highway walking. Thanks for the shoulder, guys. But yeah, I just watched the deer climb up that thing. Really steep. He looked uncomfortable doing it. But I should be at the looking glass tonight. Yeehaw. We got ourselves like a little Washington Memorial wannabe. Lewis and Clark National Forest Memorial to Teddy Roosevelt. One of the better presidents we've ever had. I appreciate that, man. I don't like him as a person, but I like what he did as far as the national parks. This tablet is erected in honor of William Morrison. Donated his rights to this land, his home for many years, that it might be used as a site for a memorial to Theodore. Oh, dude lived here. Okay, so these dudes are going to give me a ride back. That's pretty cool because they said they're going to camp here. And I was like, no way, dude. I want to be to the looking glass. So I threw my thumb out and went to hitch again. And they're like, okay, well, if you walk with us, we'll give you a ride. I don't know why, but I'm cool with that. Yay, we are here. We made it. Oh, yay. I'm going to sleep on a floor tonight. It's going to be a nice floor, all warm and stuff. Got picnic tables. I'm going to take a shower tomorrow. Fun. Took me a while to figure out how to turn the lights on. It was squirrely. I mean, they have a thing there that says lights. There are lights. Did not turn on the lights. I had to go around. Turns out there's like a bad fuse in one of the boxes just jiggling. It made all the lights turn on. But yeah, whatever. I got my pizza. It was the last pizza in the house too. Will stopped by, who is Luna's husband, and he remembers me. He's like, oh yeah, you were here in 23 with the Minnesota hiking. So I'm like, oh, I totally was, man. Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I still remember you. So yeah, it's cool. It's nice to be remembered. And I'm the only person inside. There's 4 others that I've seen, but they're camping outside. So I got this place to myself. That is really nice, man. I'm feeling relaxed. I found my name. You know, they got these little things we sign. I totally found my name because I signed my name in the wrong place. They had one for the PNT hikers and I didn't realize it. And I signed in there. Oh, right there. TheNightCrawler. And I should sign one for 25 if there's one around, because I am technically here. And I like signing stuff. I don't do enough. Leave my mark.